Some cars will run circles around your head, and I'm not even talking about their insane price. From innovative designs to mind-blowing engine specs, some of these cars will leave you with your jaws open. This video will review 5 exotic cars you've never heard of. Number 2 will knock your socks right off. At number 5, we have the Vencer Sart, inspiration from the 1980s Le Mans era. In 2010, a gang of Dutch car wizards conjured up Vencer, a startup set on creating supercars that would make wind jealous of its speed. But their first creation, the Sart, decided fashionably late was its style, making its grand entrance 4 years later. Fast forward to 2013, and they whipped out a pre-production prototype that was so cool it could chill lemonade on a hot day. And where else would they showcase this slice of automotive awesomeness? None other than the 2013 Top Marcus Monaco, where orders started rolling in like confetti at a party. This car wasn't just born for looks, it's got character oozing out of its exhaust pipes and a vibe that's so old school cool, it's practically a vintage record player on wheels. The masterminds behind it claim they've whipped up a ride that's light, pure, and as driver-friendly as a GPS. The Vencer Sart isn't just any car, it's like the James Bond of automobiles, built with love and a touch of "we're gonna break the mold" attitude. The frame of this beauty is a hybrid space frame chassis made from fancy tubular steel, with a safety structure that's as strong as Superman's morning coffee. The floor is like a high-tech sandwich made of aluminum and honeycomb, not the edible kind. This techno-wizardry makes the chassis light as a feather, strong as a superhero, and steady as a meditating mountain. Thinking we're done? Not yet. The outer design of the Sart is made from carbon. Yes, the same stuff that Formula One cars and space shuttles love. They used some kind of sci-fi CNC machine to shape these panels, ensuring they're smoother than a silk sheet and as precise as a mathematician's dream. The car doesn't hold back either when it comes to its engine. It has an 8-cylinder engine chilling behind the driver like the ultimate road trip buddy, and it's best pals with a 6-speed gearbox, attached so snugly it's like they're dancing the tango together. Thanks to this setup, the car's balance is on point, 45% weight in the front and 55% party in the back. The Sart has a double wishbone design for its suspension that's so pure and direct, it's like driving with telepathy, and you won't need to jiggle buttons and knobs while driving because the all-important stuff is right on that big LCD screen, like a high-tech co-pilot. The Vencer engine is supercharged to a mind-blowing 622 horses and 618 pound-feet of turning force. This beast of an engine is tucked down low in the chassis, making the car hug the road like a koala to its eucalyptus tree. Its 6-speed manual transmission sends power to the back wheels through a limited slip differential. With this setup, the Sart dashes from 0 to 62 miles per hour faster than you can say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in about 3.6 seconds. And when it decides to put on its speedy shoes, it races past 210 miles per hour like it's on a rocket-powered skateboard. Hot on the heels of the Vencer Sart is the Fenner Supersport as number 4. The Fenner Supersport has an engine choice that is more exciting than a roller coaster ride. Instead of the usual V8 or V12 engines, or even those quiet electric types, W Motors went turbo crazy and snagged a turbocharged flat 6 from the legendary Rough. This powerhouse packs a punch of 789 brake horsepower and enough torque, 723 pound-feet to be precise, to make even mountains bow down. But they didn't just toss this engine in like yesterday's laundry. They tucked it in so deep and low that it's practically best friends with the center of gravity, boosting the whole car's performance and making physics do a happy dance. They hooked it up with a 7-speed semi-automatic gearbox, so shifting gears is smoother than a buttered slide. The Fenner isn't just about looking good, it's about staying cool too. It has so many cooling ducts that you'd think the car was auditioning for the role of an industrial air conditioner. Diving into the W Motors interior is like stepping into the future with a dash of fancy. The infotainment screen is like a reflection of your smartphone, making you feel like the car's tech guru. And oh boy, that premium vibe is like walking into a 5-star hotel for cars. The Fenner Supersports engine is like a symphony conductor that knows all the right notes to play. One is wheel spin. This isn't just any car, it's a masterpiece worth a whopping 1.4 million pounds. At number 3, we have the GMA T50. The first batch of these beauties is already being pieced together, with lucky owners about to have their dreams come true. But remember, this slice of automotive heaven starts at 2.36 million pounds before taxes. This car is like the Mona Lisa of the supercar world, crafted with an anything is possible attitude that helps justify its impressive price tag. Now, I know you're curious about about numbers, but let's be honest, the T50 isn't just about digits. It's a masterpiece of engineering that hits the sweet spot by being incredibly light and brilliantly designed. Despite its three-seater layout and that powerhouse V12, it weighs in at just 986 kilograms. Think of it as a featherweight champion in the car world. And speaking of that V12, it's not just any V12. It's like a fine wine crafted in collaboration between GMA and Cosworth, with a heart that pumps out 664 brake horsepower at an astonishing 11,500 RPM and a torque of 345 pound-feet at 9,000 RPM. It's the kind of power plant that could make an engine mechanic shed a tear of joy. And let's not forget, it's connected to a 6-speed manual transmission that's basically an orchestra conductor for all that power, directing it to the rear wheels with finesse. The T50's crowning jewel is its aerodynamic package, and it's not your typical fancy wing situation. No, this car takes inspiration from F1 and rocks a rear-mounted fan like a wizard's wand, conjuring up ground effects that make the car stick to the ground like it's glued, all without the drag-inducing wings of its peers. This car is so bespoke that it's practically the James Bond of automobiles, custom-tailored to perfection, with no compromises, no sharing of platforms, no turbocharging tricks, and definitely no automatic gearbox nonsense. The carbon fiber monocoque chassis and body panels are like wisps of air, weighing less than 150 kilograms, an almost unbelievable feat. The car's layout is like a futuristic symphony, with a 3-seater arrangement that's practically a VIP section for you and your two best friends. But that's not even the best part. Each seat is crafted from carbon, like a throne fit for a king. While carbon fiber was also a star in the McLaren F1, the T50 is like its sophisticated cousin, benefiting from 30 years of carbon evolution. It's like the F1's cooler, smarter, and stronger sibling, and every piece of this car has been sculpted with weight in mind. The T50 is like a ninja in a Porsche Cayman costume. It's shorter, lower, and just a tad wider, yet it's got a V12 engine, fancy aero tricks, and a cabin for 3. With all these sneaky moves, the T50 achieves a weight of only 987 kilograms, even with fluids on board. T50 isn't just another car. It's a limited edition masterpiece with only 100 tickets to the party, and joining the club is pricey. Number 2 is the Panaz Abruzzi. The handcrafted Abruzzi is like a symphony of power, sending more than 600 brake horsepower to its rear wheels and unleashing 590 pound-feet of torque that'll make your stomach do somersaults. Panaz created some futuristic magic with their reams, or recyclable energy-absorbing matrix system technology, for the body of the car. It's like carbon fiber's cooler cousin, lighter, tougher, and practically invincible against dents and shatters. The Abruzzi's design is a love letter to the original Panaz supercar, the Esperanti GTR-1, but with an Art Deco twist that makes it look like it's ready to conquer the streets of Gotham. It's practically begging for a caped crusader to jump in and chase down villains with smoke bombs and a side of vengeance. The Abruzzi has a V8 engine up front that's like a fire-breathing dragon, spewing out 640 horsepower at 6,500 RPM and flexing its muscles with an astonishing 600 pound-feet of torque at 3,800 RPM. The radiator is like a ninja hiding in the back, part of a master plan Panaz calls trifecta cooling. It's like a symphony of cooling systems that work together like a dream team. And there are not one, but 2 extra cooling systems that keep the coolant chill as it flows through the high-efficiency radiator. It's like the Panaz version of having a refreshing cold drink on a scorching day. And while Panaz keeps prices hush-hush, let's just say if you have to ask, you're in for a wild ride. You might even get laughed out of the room, followed by a friendly cane whacking for good measure. At number 1 is the Maserati Avantra Pura. This Italian beauty made its grand entrance at the Top Marcus Show Monaco in 2013, and since then, it's been wowing the world with its subsequent variants. But here's the thing, this car isn't just mass-produced. It's like a work of art created on commission, with a maximum of 5 units per year. It's like the Michelangelo of the automotive world. The boxed steel chassis is like a rock star, teaming up with a cage of chrome molybdenum tubes to create a tough, unyielding framework inside the car. And that's not all. Another frame connects the engine and gearbox area to the rear shocks like a secret network of strength. The Avantra is like a stylish 2-seater coupe with options to suit your taste. You've got the Pro Body, all carbon fiber and ready to race, and the One Body, a combo of carbon fiber and hand-wrought aluminum, like a blend of power and artistry. The interiors are like a tailor-made suit, built according to your wishes. The sporty central console is like a mission control, decked with a multimedia system and data acquisition trim. And let's not forget about the driving experience. The Avantra offers 2 modes, race race, and road, like a split personality, ready to beat the track or the open road, depending on your mood. It's like having a performance car and a luxury cruiser all wrapped into one stunning package. The heart of the Maserati Avantra is a naturally aspirated beast of an engine, a 7.0-liter aluminum Chevrolet LS7 V8 engine that's like a symphony conductor orchestrating power. At its core, it churns out 701 PS, 691 horsepower, 516 kilowatts at 6,600 RPMs, flexing its muscles with a maximum torque of 848 newton meters or 625 pound-feet at 4,500 RPM. During testing, the Maserati engineers were like wizards, pulling an extra 50 horsepower out of this powerhouse. So when it's time for the big show, the engine struts its stuff, producing 751 PS or 741 horsepower and 552 kilowatts at 7,500 RPM and a whopping maximum torque of 860 newton meters or 634 pound-feet at 5,000 RPM. It's like a concert that starts with a whisper and ends with a thunderous crescendo. The Avantra V8 isn't just a powerhouse, it's got brains too. Equipped with a 6-speed sequential gearbox, it's like a virtuoso pianist, shifting gears with precision and finesse. And when it's time to hit the open road, this car doesn't just go fast, it goes really fast. With a top speed of over 350 kilometers per hour or 217 miles per hour, and the ability to go from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour or 62 miles an hour in a mind-blowing 3.2 seconds, it's like a bullet train on wheels. The Maserati Avantra is a masterpiece of engineering and design. What do you think of these super exotic cars? Let us know in the comments section. Remember to subscribe to our channel if you find this content valuable. We'll see you in the next one.